Alright, so, the story thus far. Tonks has returned home, having proven himself in the ceremony atop Cobblestone Tor, only to be told by his mother Amber that he is the reincarnation of the legendary luminary. The day has come that he must leave the comfort of Cobblestone. Cobblestone? I think it was Cobblestone. To head out and face his destiny. After a tearful goodbye with all his friends and family, he takes his leave at last and sets out northward for the storied city of Heliodor. I did hear that there were, crashing issues. That loading screen is fast. Alright, and we are back. Okay. Oh, this ain't going to work for me, is it? Oh, no. I was like, hey, let's see if my Steam controller would work well for this game. It does not. Alright, let's see. So, nope. We are good. And now, yep, I can move my camera around. This game doesn't have sensitivity settings at all from what I know. So we've got two routes. I don't know which one's better. Let's go through the creepy looking cave. See if that's got more interesting enemies along the way to Heliodor. Anywho. Yeah, I don't know. It's been quiet lately. Ooh, resources and more pickle knight people. Okay, so we just clonk it with the hammer, but we do have ore, so there will be a crafting situation system in this game. I'll have to pay attention to that. Oh, that animation looks even better on a much larger monitor. I guess it is a monitor. I don't know. Anyway, it's been quiet around here. My streams. I guess I'm finally back from vacation. I guess if you're joining me for the first time on YouTube, these things are laughably easy to kill. If you're joining me for the first time on YouTube, I was on vacation for the first 2 episodes. Now I'm home. Now I've got the proper setup, so on and so forth. But unfortunately, you know, I've just been away for a week, and whenever that happens, it's like a serious hit to my job. It kind of sucks. What is that? That is a weird. It's like a lampling, but it looks like a slime. It's probably going to whap-o me. We'll be okay. Ooh. Mild concern. Well, I mean, how many medicinal herbs am I carrying around? Too many. They keep dropping from the enemies, too, so, like, we will have limitless quantities of them. I just can't wait till we get another character. Oh, that's some good EXP. Yeah, once we get a second character, this will get a lot faster. I wonder how big the party is in this game, because I know the cast is large, but I don't know if the cast is like larger than what you can have in play. I'm assuming so. We'll see. Oh well. But yeah, nah, I don't know. I just got back from vacation yesterday, so I'm kind of in like, I wanna. Oh, that's one of those like creepy walkie dudes. Okay, system settings, battle mode. Switch back to classic camera for a little while. Camera controls. Oh, camera speed outside, indoors. Let's just crank that up. Claim special rewards. Ooh, Apprentice Adventures set. Present for players eager to embark on their adventures in Erdrea at the earliest opportunity. Keep in tip-top condition with these health, magic, and skill point providing items. Supplicant, Healer, Seed of Skill. Okay. So we just got some random stuff. And a Wonder Hunter. An exclusive early bird bonus for players who pre-ordered. Contains a pendant that's perfect for intrepid individuals eager to battle the baddest beasties, as it increases encounters with the rarest rotters around. Ooh, yes, and I'm not exactly a big fan of pre-order items like this. I prefer pre-order costumes, to be totally honest, but whatever, I'm not gonna complain about it too much. So we have Gemma's Charm, so defense, or the Supplicant. Oh, imbued with the power to restore MP, which is defense and charm, or healer. So let's do healer, and Wings of Serendipity. Rare forms of regular monsters running from all around. Okay, and we have to put things in the bag. So we should probably manage inventory. Oh, that's going to get it kind of annoying. Now, oh, no? Oh boy. Oh boy. This is going to get annoying fast. Moving items around from my inventory, not. I guess really I just need to not carry a stupid amount of random garbage in his inventory. Like, I don't think I need that many medicinal herbs. Or whatever. Okay, are you an enemy, or are you just... Nope. Just creepy. Okay, well, there we go. Okay, so now we get to play... Nope. Now we get to play, this with a regular old camera. Less movement, but the camera will be switching around. Let me know what you guys think is the better setup, and we'll figure it out. Just gonna be... Yeah, because I don't like the Tunks is healed for X amount. I mean, obviously I'll keep that necklace around because it's gonna make my life a lot easier. I'm hoping it heals you 10%. But if it doesn't, oh well. Okay, so they only have 7 HP. That's not so bad. Now let's switch back to the old camera system just for a second. I want to see if it goes a little bit faster with the, battle mode. With the whole, like, Tunks' healing thing. Yeah, playing Inventory Manager 2018. You know, that would be an interesting game. I know it's a joke, but, like, I would love to play a game someday where you are the adventuring party's... Not pack mule, but they're like assistant. Okay, it's going to be much faster on the freeform camera. You do have to worry about the characters moving around, but the camera doesn't flip over just to show that you've healed, which is kind of nice. Oh, did the bird just... I think the bird just booked it. Okay, But yeah, I don't know how many of you guys have seen or heard of the webcomic Nodwick. It's a fairly charming webcomic. I wonder if it's still going. I hope it is. But so in Nodwick, Nodwick is this henchman for a fairly, I'm not gonna say competent. I mean, honestly, they're a D&D party right after Grave of Man's Heart. As far as, you know, things go. And, oh, Preemptor. Awarded... Oh. Just random achievements. In Nodwick, he's just carrying around all their stuff, and, you know, oftentimes he's got, like, piles and piles of items just stacked on his back and stuff. And, like, I'd love to play a game at some point where you are the henchman that's carrying around all the items for the party, and you're trying to make it convenient for them. And, you know, you're passing them healing items and, like, making sure their weapons... It would probably be bad. It would probably be, like, some kind of awful, like, weird Tetris game. But I like the idea of a game just to see, like, what somebody could do with that. Yeah, the more I talk about it, the more I realize it would be pretty bad. But, oh well. I mean, can't make them all good. Not all of my ideas are ever going to be good. That said, if people just make them... There was almost a Dragon Quest like that. Really? As someone who's, completely different topic. Okay, Dragon Quest where you played as a merchant. Huh. I'd have to look into it. I played Dragon Quest 1, 2, 9, and now 11. Anything that wasn't on the original gameplay Game Boy, I never had any interaction with because I didn't have a PlayStation. And then after that, I just was like, other games. I wish I had played more of the Dragon Quest games growing up, but whatever. This is my opportunity to do so now. And this game's pretty good. There we go. Oh, let's see. What was I going to say? And I don't even remember what I was going to say. Right, there is a sprint button in this game. I should probably be using it and abusing it. I think I might want to save up skill points for that AoE sword slash. That might help. Let's see, so I haven't played Dragon Quest VIII. Nope. No, Dragon Quest VIII was on the PS2, if I remember right. I probably should have. But I think by that point I was already deeply ensconced in Tales of Symphonia. And I only had, like, I really only had the option between one or the other. That is a nice looking hammerhood. But yeah, I didn't get around to 8. I think it was on the PS2. And I think at the time I was just not disinterested. I just was only allowed to ever buy, like, so many games. And it was never, like, on my radar in the same way that Tales of Symphonia was. I think it's because Tales of Symphonia, at the time I had a subscription to Nintendo Life. No, Nintendo Power, sorry. Because Nintendo... was it my middle school? One of my schools effectively had, like, really cheap magazine subscriptions, and we were supposed to sell them, but honestly, you only had to sell 5 subscriptions, so we just picked up, like, National Geographic, Nintendo Power, and, like, 1 or 2 others. You know, super basic subscriptions. I should have gone for the lamplit. Whatever. But so, they had a bunch of, they had, like, kind of a mini walkthrough, or, like, I want to say the first, like, 10th of Tales of Symphonia, but it looked so good. It looked so good. And so, you know, I absolutely had to have it. And so, at that point, I just pretty much only played Final Fantasy games, because I'd also got, like, you know, realized you could buy used games from GameStop, so I was trying to get, you know, as many Final Fantasy games as possible and play through them. Unfortunately, the discs were kind of crap, so I only ever made it through parts of them. Which sucks, because, like, I actually would have enjoyed, you know, fully playing through the Final Fantasy games. But I always had, like, the biggest problems finishing games. I still do. But now it's financially incentivized as opposed to willingness to finish things. Let's see. But yeah. So I did end up picking up Dragon Quest XI because I had a DS. I was always a little bit more about handhelds, even though I didn't use them as much. I don't know, I used them a fair bit. But, I had a DS, and it was kind of my primary platform, because I'd usually play most of my Game Boy games while I was traveling, because my family would go on vacation up to Minnesota, or, like, Canada, and it was oftentimes really, really long drives with not a whole lot going on, which made it perfect for turn-based RPGs, or, like, strategy RPGs, so Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, that kind of thing. That was the kind of stuff that I would play. And so, Dragon Quest IX was perfect. Because, you know, slow, turn-based, fairly high quality. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. And so on and so forth, so it was a good road trip game. So I beat it. I don't think I beat any of the post-game content. If I remember right, that game had a considerable amount. It also had multiplayer, which is really confusing. I don't really understand why. Oh well. A danger pickle. Goofy looking, yeah. I love the design for the enemies in this game. So, the topic that I was going to talk about that I totally forgot about. Somebody was really mad about the music. And how, like, weird and... What the shit? Alright. Weird and jarring and, like, not great it sounds. It's because they're trying to go... This is a weird, like, intersection between... Well, that thing got wrecked. I think that's the first crit I've seen all game. Fright Bulb. That's a new monster I've never seen before. Well, let's just give it a pass. But yeah, this is an intersection between modern mechanics, visuals, and techniques, and real old-school design. So the music is pure Dragon Quest. Like, you can go back to the old ones, and they're gonna sound just as, like, honky as this. Not, you know, the fidelity changed, and, like, you know, the quality of it all. But this is very, very definitively, like, the same genre, and I love it. Let's see. Disgaea is a great strategy game. It is! I have beaten 2 of the Disgaea games. I beat Disgaea 1 on my, actually, no, I did beat Disgaea 2. But I beat Disgaea 1 on my PSP years ago. That was one of my road trip games. And I did beat Disgaea 2. Now that I was thinking about it. Or now that I'm thinking about it. But the only one that I've actually finished on YouTube is Disgaea 5. I'm hoping they make a Disgaea 6. I don't think I'll go back and play the previous ones. Well, I'd love to. They just take too long. Like, I tried playing Disgaea 1's, like, it wasn't the remaster, it was like the PC port, which was kind of bad to begin with, but also it's just, it was too long. For, like, the time, or I don't know, I think I was busy, and it didn't play well. And then I was also trying to play Phantom Brave at some point. And I'll probably go back and play Phantom Brave, maybe with Shell or something, because I really, really love Phantom Brave. But time is the series killer for me. Because, yeah, like, there's just never enough time for anything. I mean, if I only ever streamed games, I might be able to finish everything that I played. But that would be difficult. Maybe I'll hire an editor someday. That would certainly help my output. Maybe. I'm nowhere near rich enough for that sort of thing, though. Oof. I don't know how other YouTubers do it. Okay, well, I don't actually see any rare monsters here. I'll just kind of keep cutting through these guys. Let's see, do we no longer need that annoying copyright text in the corner? No, we do. It's just on my other computer, and I'm fairly certain I'll get away with it for this stream. And then I'll just slap it down on the completed product for the YouTube videos. I mean, let's be honest here. I'm fairly certain everybody knows that this game is copyright Square Enix. Like, that really shouldn't surprise anybody by this point. I don't want to have to go dredge it up from my laptop just to send the image to myself. I mean, I guess I could do it. If we wanted to just kind of... It's on my side of the computer if you want to switch over to it. Yeah. Alright, I guess we could go get the copyright information. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, people are still filing in slow. And for the most part, I'm just killing everything I can possibly run into. I don't know, I really enjoy Dragon Quest combat. I'm sure it'll get tougher as we go further in. But compared to, say, Project Octopath, the simplicity, or Project Octopath, Octopath Traveler, the simplicity of the combat mechanics in this game are kind of nice. And the enemies die in, like, one hit, too, so it's just like, yeah. Yeah, we don't have to spend too much time on every single fight. I do like Octopath's combat, though. It's way more interesting than any other turn-based JRPG I've run into in ages. Okay. Oh, we're gonna kill this monster, and then I guess I'll go get my... Nope, it's not dead yet. Die! Die! There we go. That is a significant level of die. Let's get back to just cutting through. I think they're running away from me at this point. I am over-leveled. I'm fine with this. Okay, I don't know. I like being over-leveled in JRPGs. It's fun? I don't know about you guys, but I've always been the kind of person that enjoys just raffle stomping through games. Especially when it's, like, easy to do. I wonder what the max level for this game is, actually, if anybody wants to let me know about that. Anyway, let's go this direction. Who knows what we got over here. But yeah, so Wander, have you ever played Fire Emblem? I've played most modern Fire Emblem games. I didn't like all of them, though, to be totally honest. I liked Fire Emblem, was it Blazing Sword? And the, oh, shoot. I enjoyed the first two Fire Emblem games on the Game Boy Advance. Those were my favorite two by far. Just because they were a little bit simple, the plot was, a little bit more, I'm gonna call it reasonable. But, you know, generic fantasy. You know, the villains weren't terribly compelling, but It told a simple, easy to work with story. And I really liked the pixel art. I haven't been a fan of Fire Emblem in 3D. The characters looked kind of okay, but the environments have looked garbage. Like, there's a new Fire Emblem Switch game coming out, and I'm like, I mean, I'll play it. It doesn't look that good. At least not compared to, like, you know, what I grew up with, effectively. Then I have also played both of the Fire Emblem games on the Game Boy Advance. I didn't like them as much. They were easier. And the whole waifu simulator thing just bugs me. Like, a lot. I don't know. Dating sims are fine as dating sims, but if you kind of cram that stuff into my JRPG, I'm gonna be a little bit like, about it. That's my stance. Anywho. Yep, alright. Nothing useful. Sprint. Let's actually make some plot progress now that we are here. Mainly, I just want some party members. Oh man, I can't wait to play the Dragon Quest Builders game based on this universe. It looks pretty. Because Dragon Quest Builders 1 was, like, based on Dragon Quest 1 to some degree. At least the environments were. I haven't seen you around here before. You're here to see the king, you say? Well, you won't find him around here. You better head to the castle. Go straight up the road, climb the steps, keep going, and Bob's your uncle. Just remember they shut the gates as soon as the sun goes down. The king needs his sleep, you know. You're best heading there bright and early if you want an audience. Alright, so not actually the most useful information. There's a quest over here, though. Wow, yeah, you cannot turn while sprinting. Wah, Amelia's stuck on the roof. She won't come down. Wah, someone help me. Amelia's stuck on the roof. You have to help. Alright. Well, time to go rescue his cat. God, the muscle men look even weirder in... They have a crotch bulge. They legitimately have, like, a crotch bulge. I like it how Tunks was kind of looking at me confusedly. For good reason. Alright, let's go find this cat. Yeah, what is that guy wearing? There's just some weird dudes in this game. How do we get up there? There might be, like, an interior staircase? Oh, yeah. I bet we go out here and onto something else. Maybe? No, not looking promising. Oh, looking promising. Okay. How the devil do you get onto the, rooftop in this section? I'm assuming I have to get all the way up to the top. Yeah, welcome back, Wanderbot. Hey, thanks. Yeah, it's nice to be back. I needed to go on a vacation. It was good for a multitude of reasons. Unless I'm supposed to drop down from the wall. You know what? That actually seems kind of likely. Let's do that. But yeah, it was nice to go on vacation, but it's also nice to be back. I guess it's always kind of the mix of, like, I needed the vacation, but now that I'm back from vacation, it's nice to be back. And business as usual. Definitely glad I'm back and have, like, access to my own bed. It was fun staying with Bird, but his guest bed is very, very stiff. Huh. Are we digressing and side questing rather than going straight to the king? Sort of. This child's cat is on the roofs, and I want to go rescue it. Though, I mean, you all should know by this point, me rescuing the cat might not be as rescue-y as... I might just take the cat with me. Because, yeah, I'm assuming you get up onto the wall, but it doesn't actually look like you can get up there. Huh. Because, yeah, it looks like for a second you're supposed to, like, drop down from the walls. Unless there's some way to get up there from here. But no, there's no way you can get down there. That's a non-thing. Okay. Wanda's gonna steal the cat. No, I'm gonna take the cat for an adventure. I am liberating that cat. I'm liberating the shit out of that cat. Seriously, I do not see a sensible way of getting onto this building. Unless I'm supposed to do something wild, like get on top of the laundry here and... Well... Oh, I heard the cat. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's the cat right there. Okay, so I'm barking up the wrong roof. Yeah, that's the cat. Okay, so that actually makes this a little easier. Maybe not. Probably still barking up the... Yeah, no, that doesn't seem right. Other section? Yeah, did I check inside? You know, that's a valid point. It's just the first thing we had to get that was stuck on a roof was... Aha! You had to, like, climb on the outside. So I was assuming they were just going to make everything a jumping puzzle. Anyway, my cat now. The cat's paw seems to be stuck in a hole in the roof. Do you want to help it? Yes. Tongues gently removes the cat's paw from the hole. Meow. You helped the little girl's cat. Now go tell her the good news. Oh, so we didn't actually take the cat. Dang it! I wanted... Yeah, there's the cat. I wanted to take that cat for adventures. You did it! You got Amelia off the roof. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Here, take this. Tonks receives a bag of kitty litter. If you go up on that roof, you can get onto the others. You can probably even climb down chimneys. Gesundheit. We got kitty litter. Useless. However, climbing down chimneys. Useful. So useful. Alright, anyway, let's talk to this guy. Came all this way to Heliodor with just one goal in mind. To catch a glimpse of the two of the greatest heroes in history, Sir Jasper and Sir Hendrik. The only problem is they won't let me into the castle. Can you believe it? Well, if I'm not going to be able to meet them in person, I suppose I'll have to bide my time by reading up on them instead. You know, if you wanted to earn my eternal gratitude, you can help me find a book about the exploits of those two fabulous knights. Okay, sure. Oh, thank you so much. I know there's a book about my two favorite knights just sitting on a bookshelf somewhere. I've taken a look around the west of the city, so maybe you should head east. If you see any bookshelves with red books on them, take a closer look. Apparently, they're the ones worth reading. If you do manage to find a book about Jasper and Hendrik, make sure to come back and tell me about it, won't you? Good luck. Alright. We'll do that later. Santa Wanderbot. You know, realistically, I probably bear a greater passing resemblance towards Krampus. Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. I guess Krampus comes along and eats bad children, if I remember right. What's like the anti-clause? You know, the guy... Well, I guess I'm a burglar.
Halt! Not so fast.
State your business.
Tunks is completely mute, yet for some reason they feel compelled to open the way.
Here, shake my hand, mate. That's the funniest one I've heard all week.
Clear off, will ya? We haven't got time for this kind of nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? You want to show that pendant to the king, you say?
Do you mind waiting here a minute?
Huh? Ever so sorry for that little misunderstanding. Please, go right on through. His Majesty's waiting for you.
Oh man, they even had the going upstairs sound effects. That's adorable. And I probably don't actually need to talk to the pink people. They just tell you where to go. Which isn't really that helpful, because I probably know where to go.
That will be quite close enough. Welcome to Heliodor Castle, friend.
The Jewel of Dundrasil. You are bold indeed to have made your way here alone, Wanderer. I am Carnelian, ruler of Heliodor. How long have I waited for this day? And now, finally, we meet. Truly, it is an honor. The fact that you come here proffering the jewel and asking to speak with me personally would suggest that you know something of your true nature. I take it that you also bear the mark? Yes, the mark of light. Then there is no doubt, you are he. Rejoice, dear subjects! The day is upon us at last. The luminary walks among us once more. Tell me, O luminary, where exactly is it that you hail from? I would so very much like to pay tribute to those who took you in and raised you.
Tunks is still mute.
I see. Cobblestone, you say? Jasper, you know of this place?
I do, my liege. A village of provincial nobodies deep in the rocky south.
Then I take it you know what to do. Do not disappoint me.
Yes, my liege.
Oh, they're all dead.
Accursed luminary! I know not what your intent was in coming here alone, but whatever your wicked scheme, know that it shall not succeed!
Hendrik, take this cur, this harbinger of calamity, and cast him into the furthest corner of the dungeon. Know this. The luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm. And why is this? The reason is simple. Just as light is intertwined with darkness, so too is the luminary intertwined with the dread Lord of Shadows. His coming heralds the resurrection of the Dark One.
What a twist! He is the chosen one. Kill him before the Dark Lord resurrects. I actually like this. They're taking a proactive approach as opposed to being like, you're the hero that will kill the Dark One. Chuck him in the prison.
Did you really think you could fool one as wise as His Majesty? It was your great misfortune to confront one who knows your true nature. Men, seize this wretch